Good morning, everyone. My name is Eva Gouwens and I am the CEO of Fairphone. I've heard in many different variations over and over what Fairphone is trying to do, that's impossible, that's too hard. And I'm standing here in front of you again today because challenging the impossible is as important and relevant as ever. So today is a big day for us, not only because we want to introduce you to our next step towards fairer electronics, but also because this is another chance for us to demonstrate that things can be different, that the system needs positive disruption. So we're excited to show you what we've come up with. We've been on our path for positive change for quite a while now, and the progress we've made actually makes us hopeful. And yet, there's always more work to be done. This industry is geared towards selling the latest innovations. But the strange thing is that smartphones have become more and more similar, while we're told that they're more different. And this works for the big tech giants. The products that we buy are developed to use and not to recycle or repair or reuse. So we're forced to discard our products once they're broken because we can't open them or have spare parts available to repair them. And if you think about this, it can't be a surprise that e-waste has become one of the fastest growing waste streams worldwide. So let's take a step back and look at the bigger picture. The electronics industry's impact on people and planet, and how Fairphone is working to break with its old habits.
Our vision has always been a world where care for people and planet is a natural part of doing business. Where products are built to last and we think in terms of resources rather than waste. Because the current short-term way of thinking is one that the world can no longer afford. To get there, we started by making a phone. The journey has not been easy by any means. Over and over, we've been told that it couldn't be done. There's no demand for a fairer phone, they said. But turns out, there is. And it's still growing. So, the journey continues.
We're proud to introduce to you the Fairphone 4 5G. And I would say this is probably the most sustainable phone in the world. Fairphone 4 is the visible and tangible result of many invisible decisions and work that actually determine the product and make the difference. With this phone, we wanted to take our impact agenda to the next level by redefining what true longevity means to us. We created a device that remains relevant for the years to come, and we made the next step to circularity in all elements of the ecosystem around our device. In our supply chain, we started working on including 6 more responsibly sourced materials. That brings the total to 14. And it's not visible in the device, but it does make a big difference somewhere else in the world. We also want the Fairphone 4 to be a device for positive change, embraced by our customers. And with them in mind, we created an attractive, sustainable offer with new, sustainable features that are relevant to them. So altogether, it will be a joy to keep your Fairphone in use longer. Not only for the Fairphone 4, also for our Fairphone 1, 2, 3 and 3 Plus users, we will keep our promise of long-lasting support. Let's sit down with Mikkel, our product management lead, and our co-founder, to get a bit more insights on the details of this device.
Sure, Eva. Let me start by saying that Fairphone 4 is our most future-proof, sustainable, repairable and durable phone yet. It offers all the technical features we expect from a premium smartphone. It is also our first 5G device, an innovation that is essential for any future-proof phone. The technology might not be important for the majority of consumers out there, but if users want to use the phone long-term, it is important that their device is ready for it. Fairphone 4 has update specs such as Android 11, but also two high-quality cameras of 48 megapixels and a selfie camera of 25 megapixels. Of course, as you are used for other Fairphones, it's a dual SIM device, but this time including eSIM. Chipset, it has a powerful Snapdragon 750 with 6 and 8 GB of RAM. It includes also fast charging, and it has a replaceable battery that can be charged to up to 50% in less than 30 minutes. And of course, enough storage for thousands of images with our two versions of 128 and 256 gigabytes. All in all, it's a sustainable choice for conscious consumers who want to make a bold choice for positive change when buying a smartphone for their everyday life. But let me just get a little bit deeper into some of these specs. The device features our highest quality camera to date, designed to let users focus on what matters the most: image quality and true-to-life colors in every frame and every setting. It has a fast autofocus with laser accuracy and an advanced image stabilization for smooth video recording. The camera software as well makes it for an intuitive, effortless experience. The camera also comes, and we are very proud of this, with very special Fairphone filters to allow users to customize their images. Fairphone 4 has a 6.3-inch Full HD Plus display with Pixelworks technology, which makes it for a smooth and immersive viewing experience. The display is made from Corning Gorilla Glass 5 for maximum drop and scratch resistance for durability. So Fairphone 4 had to be distinctive, yet stylish and sleek and well-rounded, allowing it to sit well in your hand with a smooth rounding and a smooth back cover with this beautiful side-mounted fingerprint sensor. So we did that. But also, most of you will notice the size of the device, and we get this question very often. And actually, the size of the product is really determined by the size of the display. This display is a 6.3 inches large, and you may think that's the decision, the display itself. But the truth is that because we want to keep our spare parts available as long as possible, we need to assure supply. And to assure supply, we need to remain around the average in the market to make sure that we can get that long-term engagement with the suppliers. With our 5 years warranty, it means that we need to have spare parts for nearly 6 years or even longer than that. Luckily, having a larger screen is also good for customers. So with our Pixelworks technology, also means that you can enjoy media on this larger screen a little bit more in an immersive manner. Another important point that we get asked a lot is about the thickness of the device, another metric that is widely used in the industry. While we wanted to keep our device as thin as possible, surely, we did not want to compromise on repairability and durability to drops. So we made many different prototypes and carried out many different design studies to end up in this well-balanced design that sits well in your hand. And we are so proud that it feels so sturdy and high quality. Next, I'd like to talk a little bit about the internals of the phone, because the true beauty comes from within. And this device is beautiful inside as well. As usual, we use no glue or no complex screws, so every part is easily accessible and replaceable. Good for the planet, but also good for your pockets, because a display or a battery repair becomes something that you can do yourself at a fraction of the price of any other phone repairs. It is a modular device, but it's also very good with drop tests, and we've been testing Fairphone 4 for military drop tests, which makes it very tough and resistant. But also, for the first time, Fairphone 4 is a modular device with an so-called IP rating. It's IP54, which means that it is weather protected, so you can, with not being worried, you can take it out and you can be in the rain and it will be fine, even though we keep that modularity and dismantleability and repairability in the phone. Yeah. E-waste or electronic waste neutral in our case means that we will compensate 100% of the phones that we put in the market. So that means for every phone that we sell, we will compensate, we will collect an equal amount of electronic waste. And with this, we want to keep on setting an example for the industry, showing that it is possible to be commercially successful while alleviating some of the biggest problems in the world, like electronic waste. And not only compensating e-waste, but also, and we've been talking about this before, making sure that our devices are used for longer. Then that's also another way we are reducing e-waste.
I think with Fairphone 4 we really pushed ourselves to achieve the next level of impact and innovating where it really matters, where it counts. And the entire team worked incredibly hard to make this, in my view, the most sustainable phone in the world. And I believe it will be a joy to use this phone for everyone who actually thinks sustainability is relevant. I believe there has never been such a powerful, sustainable device.